So I was going to do a different video this week, which is actually in the PS of this email, and it's a simple energy clearing technique. So I hope you enjoy it. But I wanted to come on here really quickly this week and talk about something that really fires me up. And I saw it in the Spiritual Warrior Facebook group. If you're in that, apparently there's like a chat. Like people can go on there and chat and message each other. It's something that Facebook has done. I didn't create it. And I see they're in there today that someone's in there talking about spells. And if you want to get a spell from them, then you can contact them. Now I've had issues in the Spiritual Warrior Facebook group of people offering readings, free readings. DM me if you see that in there. Please let me know. If you're in the Spiritual Warrior Facebook group, please let me know. I don't know who these people are. I don't know what they're capable of. I don't know anything about their readings, and they're promoting in the private Facebook group, which is not there to promote. Yes, I promote my free events in there, but I also created the group. It took me years to get it to where it is right now, years of cultivating it and inviting people. It's not like you get 3,100 people in a group overnight. It takes time, especially in a really unique niche, like Spiritual Warrior. Like, it's not everybody's cup of tea. So I've spent time nurturing it. And so when people come in there and try and offer their readings, it's a big no. And I will boot them out of the group immediately. Plus, there are a lot of wackadoo. I mean, it sounds so judgmental, but there are a lot of people that are not balanced and that are there just to make money, and you do not want them in your energy field. So this person is in there talking about spells. Let's talk about spells. No. Spells are a no-no. Spells, even if it's a good spell or a bad spell or a neutral spell, a spell is when you take energy and you place it onto somebody else to gain a result. Not okay. Now you could say, well, Beth, what about money spells? I want to create money. I want to get a spell and create money. I'm going to put money out there to spell. You're still creating an intention with energy, with using energy to get what you want and have an agenda. Now with spells, oftentimes with spells, they are part of the dark black arts. Now, if you're listening to this and you're like, well, I'm a pagan, or I do witchcraft, you do whatever you want. This is my personal opinion that spells are dark. It can be very dark and has caused a lot of rift and a lot of raft in the spiritual community. A spell, even if it's a good spell, is not okay to put that energy on someone or something else. And it's usually not done in a clean way. So what I mean by that is you are activating the dark by using the spell energy. This is what happens. It's like, but if you're going, but I use the light. This is what happens. You start conjuring up a spell, and the dark energies are like, I smell someone conjuring up a spell. Oh, she's doing it now, and they are on it. But they can also mask some of the dark energies as false light. So that's another danger too, if you don't know who you're talking to in the spirit world. That's why I love the shamanic journey so much, because it's safe way to talk to your guides. If you don't know who you're talking to, there are a lot of beings out there that mask as master teachers, mask as guides. And if you ever hear someone say, well, my guides told me, but that's why I did the whole Spirit Says YouTube channel. It was funny. We haven't done it in a while, but it was like, Spirit told me to do it. Spirit told me to do it, and I'm not going to take responsibility. Spirit told me to cast a spell. No. The light never told you to cast a spell, ever in the history. The archangels, they will not come to you and say, Beth, you need to cast a spell. Oh, you want love? Cast a spell. You want money? Cast a spell. Absolutely never, ever. You are dabbling in darkness. And if you don't believe me and you are like, I'm out, great, you're out, because we can't, this is the energy that I have to keep clean in the spiritual warrior program, in the spiritual warrior community. We do not dabble in spells. We don't even dabble. We are about authentic, personal power connected to the divine. We utilize and be in relationship with guides of the highest light and the highest resonance that are disciples of the divine. There's darkness in shamanism. There's darkness in witchcraft. There is two sides to everything. There's darkness in Christianity, right? There's two sides of everything. Everything has a dark side. This is what we're learning here in being on planet Earth, is contrast. We are here to learn through contrast, and we have a choice. So if I see anything, any talk about spells in our community, you will be booted. They, or whoever does it, will be booted. And I know that I talk about guides and spirituality and intuition, and sometimes people think that I'm all aligned with that stuff, and I am not. I am not. I'm not even aligned, honestly, with the pendulum. And I've done a video on that before, not because I think the pendulum itself is a neutral thing, right? That it's a neutral, oh, she's my earring. Like, if this was a pendulum, this is neutral. It's what people place on it. It's the energy, that the meaning that people give it. And it's been used for dark a lot in the past. And oftentimes with pendulums, people are in neuroses. I know, because I used to do it. Meaning, like, do they like me? Yes. Am I going to get paid? No. Right? And you're not in communication with spirit. You're in worry often. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, the pendulum has been co-opted by a lot of darkness. So I don't use those tools. I use the drum. I do use sage. I do have crystals, but crystals I use, it's like to amplify personally. So be mindful. And if anyone you don't know, like, I'm not offering spiritual intuitive readings right now through the summit. And many people might be like, I don't know this girl. I'm not going to let her in my energy field. And I respect that. I respect that, because you have to feel called to the person. So I'm very careful about when and where I offer readings, because people don't know me, right? And it's such a big sacred deal to have someone allow someone else in your energy field. Do you know what I mean? So no spells here in the spiritual warrior. Absolutely none. No spell talk. Okay, that's my rant. That's my rant for this week. So and then PS, if you want to look at the PS, there's a nice energy clearing. I'm doing this because we're cleaning energy with a golden sponge. Just go to the PS and click on it. Especially if there's a lot of energetic debris out there, a lot. And sad, it's so sad, but there are people co-opting the spiritual space for personal gain, particularly around power. Ego. So just be careful out there, and work with teachers that you can trust. All right, my name is Beth Osmer, and I'll see you on the next one.